I just, really appreciate every bit of teaching of faith that Kenneth Copeland Ministries have brought, because it's brought us here to this point.
I've been believing God for a new position, a new job with an increase in salary. Last summer, I guess it's been about maybe 10 months ago, not quite that long. I began looking for opportunities, and one came up, and I almost didn't apply. It's amazing how things can be so subtle. So I saw it once on my phone while we were traveling, actually in Texas, and I thought, when I get home, maybe I'll apply for that position. A couple of weeks went by. I happened to see it again. It was a Sunday evening, and I just went upstairs, applied for it, began confessing over it, God's favor, His direction, His wisdom. And the miraculous thing is that not only did I receive an offer, and I was really trying to be strategic in how I applied. They many times will give you a salary range. So I said, well, if I'm right in the middle, that should give me some leverage either way. Not only did I get the offer, I was offered more than what the range was that was advertised. And they gave me an entire month's heads up. So I had plenty of time to plan for the transition and turn over at the other place too. And the other thing I want to mention is that we know how important it is, and we hear Kenneth Copeland say it all the time in our confession, what we're saying, we have what we say. So I had to pass by the new building that I work in every day as I went to work at my previous position. As I did, I'd look over to my left as I was headed to work, and I pointed at that building, and I thank God that my office is in that building. I'm going to get a great offer. It's going to be just a smooth transition. And I do the same thing going home. And that's where I am today. So one thing that we've done for a couple of decades at least is to see ourselves at a certain salary point and then tithe as though we're already there. Just seeing that, knowing that God is doing the increase. But see, hearing the faith message that comes from KCM, that's where it leads you to. Trusting God for ourselves. It could be that no one at KCM knows my name. That's okay. I'm a partner. That's my name. Right?
I just, really appreciate every bit of teaching of faith that Kenneth Copeland Ministries have brought, because it's brought us here to this point, and where it just seems like even now things are just multiplying. They're just growing more and more. I mean, other opportunities are not only opening for us, but our son, and even still for me, it's like, okay, Lord, we've held on. It said, stand. When you've done all you can do, you just stand. You just stand. You stand on the word. You stand on the promise of God, and you watch it come to pass. It's just such a good and comforting feeling, knowing that you have someone like Kenneth Copeland and the ministries praying for you, lifting you and your family up, are attentive, and are praying over your needs when you send them in. I sincerely feel like we have somebody interceding for us. And there's never been a doubt of that, because we feel that this is a ministry that God directed us to sow in and to be partners with. And if you look at the history of the ministry itself, it's so word-based. And if you're in the word, you see it.
You know it.
You know it.